Okay, this is the algebra question and solving equations in basic algebra, question 5. And the first question is pretty straightforward. It's combine these like terms. Let's simplify this. This is really 1x plus 2x plus 3. Well, 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6x, and that's all there is to it. But here you have to recognize that this x squared and this x squared are called like terms, and 2 plus 8 is 10x squared. And this is 2x minus 1x. Well, 2 minus 1 leaves you with 1x, and that's the answer, 1x right there. Excuse me. Now, this question, these brackets often mess people up. I'm not sure why, but they really do. This is 14 minus 3x squared in the bracket. You are subtracting 3x squared. Well, 14 minus 3 is 11, so that's your answer, 11x squared. Well, here you're subtracting this thing in the brackets. You are subtracting negative 5, and minusing a negative is the same as adding. That's why when you see two negatives, it changes to a plus 5x. Okay, some very straightforward solving for x questions. What is going to, you could look at this and go, x must be 20, because 20 plus 11 equals 31. X is an unknown. It's like a box where you could put different numbers in to make it true. There's things you could put in that would make it false, but this is called the solution. Now, if you showed that you subtracted 11 from both sides to get x equals 20, that'd be good, because that's exactly what's happening. 11's being subtracted from both sides. Here, this is 5 being multiplied by something to equal 55. And the opposite of multiplying by 5 is dividing by 5. 5 divided by 5 is x, and 55 divided by 5 is 11. That's why your answer is x equal 11. Now here you're dividing x by 3. To solve this equation, you've got to do the opposite of dividing by 3. You've got to multiply by 3. In fact, you have to go 5 multiplied by 3. If you multiply by 3 here, it cancels, and you get your answer of x, which is 15 over 6. Just reduce it. If you go 15 divided by 3, you get 5. 6 divided by 3, 6 divided by 3 is 2, isn't it? It's 2, so that answer there should actually be 2. So let's just quickly change it to a 2 because we know it is. 15 divided by 3 is 5, and 6 divided by 3 is 2. So that's why we should have a 2 right here. So let's change that to a 2 and make it right. Let's change it to a 2. I'll do that. You can see my silly mistake. It's 5 over 2. It's 5 over 2 is the answer. Okay, 5 over 2. Okay, so the next question. The next question, we are going to solve this equation. The first thing we have to do, this minus 7, look, it's disappeared here. I've got the answer is minus 3x equals minus 33. What did I do? I added 7 to minus 40. That's how I got minus 33, and that's the answer. Now you're multiplying by negative 3. You've got to divide both sides by negative 3. Negative 3 divided by negative 3 is x. Minus 33 divided by negative 3 is 11. That's why your answer is x equals 11. Okay, let's try the next question. Well, here we have 5x minus 9 equals minus 56 minus 4x. Well, I wrote down 9x minus 9 equals minus 56. I didn't do anything to these two things, but the minus 4x is gone. How would I get rid of that minus 4x? I'd add 4x to both sides. 5x plus 4x is 9x. Now, look, the 9x is by itself. How would you get rid of minus 9? You'd add 9. Minus 56 plus 9, minus 56 plus 9 is minus 47. Oh, minus 56 plus 9 is minus 47. So that means x equals minus 47 over 9. or minus 5,22. You could make it into a decimal, but that's your answer. It's not a very nice answer, but that's your answer. Okay, let's try this question here. Consider the heights of these three buildings. There's a tallest building, a building in the middle, and a shortest building. The difference in height between building 1 and 2, that's the tallest buildings, let the tallest be number 1, is 12 meters. Now you can do this. You could start with the shortest and then add. But if you call the tallest x, the one in the middle must be x minus 12. I hope that makes sense. Now the difference between building 2 and building 3 is another 10 meters. So if building 2 is 12 meters less than building 2, building 3 should be another 10 less than building 2, 10 meters shorter. Well, minus 12 minus 10 is minus 22. Well, there's the shortest building, the middle building, and the tallest building. And when we add them all up, it adds to 212 meters. Well, what do we get? We get minus 34 on this side and 3x. Looks like Mr. Autry added 34. And 212 plus 34 is 246. Well, if we divide both sides by 3 now, we get that the tallest building is 82 meters. Now that question might have been a challenge for lots of people, but there's the answer.